Good afternoon, everybody out there. How's it going? John here. What if I could scroll soft portrait design at Woodworks? Happy Saturday. Happy second day of summer, I guess. What's it? No, first full day. The second day of summer. We'll go with that one. How's everybody doing out there? Hey, Kevin. Oh, hey, look at that. I got one watcher. And I got zero. Oh, Kevin just left. Aw, there's nobody out there now. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. But I'm going to say welcome in, all my members and subs, and how's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a good day. I got some various stuff to do around the shop. Miscellaneous, hence the thumbnail in the front of this thing there. Any questions, comments, inquiries from in the chat, I'll be sure to answer them for you. We're going to be on for quite a while. I got people joining me here. I got Jessica SMC is with us, and Herb Hooper is with us from herbhooper.com.
Yeah, y'all can't get rid of me that damn easy.
Chatting with them. Hey, Kevin, what are you up to? And we'll see what else everybody's up to. What's going on?
Just sitting here trying to get stuff caught up. Since I've been on an 8-day vacation.
8-day vacation.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
No, it wasn't.
Not that kind of vacation.
Well, vacations. You said vacation. Vacations means soaking in the sun and hanging out in your speedo by the pool, and you know, drinking mimosas and pina coladas. That's vacation to me.
No, I was walking around in a gown showing my ass. Well, diddly do. You want to see this?
You could have put it on backwards. That would have been more of a show for everybody else.
I tried to. They wouldn't let me. That woman told me I had exactly disease.
Exactly.
Yeah, my face is exactly like my ass.
Wow. Too funny.
But
hey Jess, did you know that you're live right now?
What?
Bingo, yeah.
No, I'm not.
I've got a notification. Jessica live now. Bingo.
I got that at 7 o'clock this morning.
Just got it. I just got that notification that you're live right now for bingo.
That's really sad. Considering that's like a whole bunch of hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
See, I come back in the picture and it screws everything up.
I know.
Well, actually, there's a lot of subscribers that I've been unsubscribed to again as well. So I've got to go back and get all of that figured out.
Oh, look at that! Looks like I got to renew my own channel membership.
But I thought I'd come hang out with some good people today.
Some good people.
I know. I miss you.
Are we good people?
I got to go pick my raspberries before
Pick your nose.
No, not my nose. My friend.
Pick your raspberries.
My nose is friend.
Your raspberries are ready.
Friends' nose.
Your raspberries are ready already?
Yeah, I've got golden raspberries and regular raspberries.
You're going to say you're going to pick your nose. I got the perfect tool right here.
Yep.
And maybe some blueberries out there. I can't really tell.
Oh, blueberries.
That sounds a little bright.
I want some blueberries.
So, do you consider blackberries to be raspberries?
No, blackberries are blackberries, and boysenberries are boysenberries, and raspberries are raspberries.
But a blackberry looks like a raspberry. Well, no, they're longer. They're longer.
They are longer.
Taller.
I'm not a fan of raspberries. The golden raspberries I do like because they don't have as many seeds.
What about black raspberries?
They're seedy, and their seeds are bigger. Good flavor. I love the jams because the flavor is really delicious.
Hey, Mary, how's it going?
Hello, Mary.
And Kevin. I know I have to. Can't find food. What are you doing, baby?
So what did I miss in my hiatus?
Yarn. You missed a lot of yarn. You want? I can show you some yarn. Oh, Heidi's live.
So is Nikki.
Yeah, I can show you some yarn if you want to see some yarn.
Hell, I'm game for anything today. I'm just bored.
Right, Mary. There's just some days.
But I was given a to-do list last night.
Are you two done?
I'm not to done my to-do list, no.
Oh.
But there's one project on here. Oh, Herb, do you remember this project? Install air intake covers.
4 years ago.
Was it that long? You know what? Was it that long ago?
Either 4 or 5.
I don't know. Let me look this up. How long ago was that? I don't think it was.
Hello, Larry.
Larry, do you remember when I started my air intake covers?
Hey, Larry.
Well, okay, put this. Shay was on the show.
Get off my speakers.
I'm seeing if I can find these now. See, but she never asked for them to be installed. She just asked me to cut them. Well, now I got to glue them and paint them.
Oh,
and
somebody
rubber them.
forgive me.
I forgot to listen.
Hello, Annie.
Hey, Annie. What are you having to refix? Or gluing and cutting and painting?
No, not refix. Because the thing is, she asked me to make them for her, but she never asked me to install them.
Make what?
Air intake covers. Forced air intake covers for the furnace.
Gotcha.
Hello, Connie. She's too busy watching golf.
Well, my channel's only 5 years old. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow, way before I knew how to do thumbnails. That's so sad.
Well, we try to get Robert to make your thumbnails for you.
I remember that.
Because you know her, she don't like anybody but her thumbnails.
Uh-huh. Dreamcatcher, Bear Mountain. I remember these too.
Annie keeps talking about food like that. I'm gonna mute her.
Ooh.
Air intake covers. 4 years ago.
Told ya.
What was the date though?
Huh?
It doesn't even tell me the date. It just says 4 years ago. January 10th, 2021.
No, could we not do that?
So that's when I started them, and I completed them shortly after that. But she never asked me to she just asked me to make them. She never asked me to install them. Never asked me to finish them. So she'd asked me to install them now. So now I have to finish them.
I don't know what. Oh.
Guess I might have to do a special video for that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jeannie. Happy belated birthday, Jeannie.
Hey, Gina. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Are we on Monday forward?
right, so I have to install some drawer slides. So I'm gonna push my camera over the other side. I gotta go inside the dresser first, and then I'll work on that. Part one of today's projects. There you go. There's drawer. Pull the existing slides off because two of them are broken. I'm gonna go grab the dresser first, and he's done. Now he's probably from the street. I had to this morning. I had to fix some flashing that came off in the wind off the softening on the side of the house, and then I had to clean up my gutters. The rainstorm we had the other day, they were fully clogged up. Did all that. Did some yardage work. Boxes.
Well, you've been busy then this morning.
I got some boxes packed up that got to go out.
I went yard sailing into a flea market.
See, I've just basically been taking up space.
Yeah, like
I packaged up some yarn. Go ahead.
So I got up this morning, went to the shop, grabbed the van, brought it home because I had to get up to the peak side of my house this morning. Fix the soffit up there.
I might have missed something. Mary said, "What did you find?"
Because I went to yard sales and flea markets. I did find a ball and a half of yarn that, of course, I couldn't leave it. And I've got
A ball and a half.
A ball and a half, yeah.
Ball and a half. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well, it was the lady that cuts my hair. It was her yard sale, and she put those fancy wreaths together, like holiday wreaths, whatever, I don't know. So she had a ton of ribbon and some nylon meshy stuff and just all kinds of things. And I was actually just going over there for some of the ribbon for Valentine's Day, so that way whenever I do my chocolate covered strawberries, I just write the outside of my box because my box is white. So I use pretty ribbon to decorate it all up.
Pretty ribbon.
And I knew that I could get it pretty cheap. But then I got another 3-compartment little storage container for my thread, my small thread that I got to go through. Grabbed a binder for Miss K for 25 cents. Got a couple of tank tops for the warehouse job. I think they were like 50 cents too. I don't know, next to nothing.
Mary said she loves it.
Now at the flea market, I did come across some guy that had charms. He was asking way too much for them, but especially because they were all,
Were they Lucky Charms?
They could have been. And then I stopped at A&W Root Beer and got me a cheeseburger, french fries, and cheese curds. Came home, packaged up yarn. Got 3 boxes going out. Well, 2 boxes and a card. But I think I'm pretty close to finishing. I do still have, I think, 3 packages that need to go out. And I think I'm officially caught up. Which means all the yarn in this house is still mine. There's a lot of yarn. No, I like 4, 5. So the happy hats that I have, I did not make this amount. This amount was less to me. I mean, I paid for them, but they were still less to me. But there's over 100 hats that I've got to send to Miss Jeanette.
What? 100 hats.
Over 100 hats. I've got the exact total, but I don't want to say just yet. Not including the ones that I have done.
Yes. When did you have time to make 100 hats? Oh, you bought them, right?
Yeah. Well, not technically. Well, longer story short.
Oh, Jeanette.
These were
This means it's a very long
handmade
story.
by, hey, Miss Jeanette. There was an older lady that they were putting her in living care facility, and it was her inventory. And I had previously bought yarn from her in the past, like 2 other times, and the daughter remembered something. She remembered that I was buying yarn to donate to people that were making happy hats. And she's like, what do you do with that? And she actually gave them to me, well, at a very good price, because she thought I had an Etsy shop or something I could turn around and sell them. And I told her that I was going to be donating most of them. Some of them I am holding on to because a lot of them are hand woven, hand spun yarn, and then of course hand crocheted too. It's the only way you can crochet. But I have the yarn that matches it still in Hank yarn. So some of those I want to keep for keepsake. But might sell a couple to help with the shipping. So, and there's all sizes, all the way from itty bitty baby to extra large men. So we'll show some of them tomorrow. During Happy Hats, starting at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Book chance.
When is it? No way, really? That late?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Don't be gone too long. I'll miss you. Yeah, that is like so true. And yeah, I know today's not Happy Hats for yarn, but I can't be more thankful for everybody's help on this Happy Hats project, helping Jeanette get to her goal. And it's been a wonderful journey. Don't you yell? Really? What, is your deer out there? Is your friend out there?
You know,
So
I've been
now I'm
curious
just
to
trying to
know.
get.
I've been
Go ahead.
curious to know what I've been curious to know what the numbers are that we got for everything.
Yeah, I'd love to find out. So right now I'm just finally sorting through all of this mixed yarn because I have three more of these storage containers. They all have wheels, but I'm only going to put wheels on the bottom one. This is pretty yarn, but I need one for full hangs and one for scrap yarn. But a lot of this yarn has projects attached to it. They started. This one's not as big as some of them, though. But this yarn is a big bag of mess. Chris K in here yet? No, Chris hasn't made it yet. Her box is going to go out Monday. I wanted to try to get it out today. You're being way too loud. But by the time I got what I needed packaged up and ready to go, I had 15 minutes to get out my door and over to there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. It will go out first thing. Well, hi, Birdie. I have 15 pairs of scissors, all buried.
So what's everybody else up to? Chat out there.
That almost feels like a full ball. What is that?
What's Jeannie been at? Jeannie, what have you been up to? You've been quiet pretty late. What's going on with you?
She took pictures at the puppy. And it was her birthday not too long ago, just a couple of days ago.
No, that's what I meant. Said happy birthday to her. Happy belated birthday.
So
Hey, Rico, where'd you hear? Where'd
she
you hear
got
for
to
that?
Yes, it was. So maybe she got to go out to dinner. Maybe she got to buy some wine.
Hope you didn't miss me too much, but I'm back.
I did miss you. It was so quiet without you here.
Yeah. Bet it was real quiet for the last 2 weeks.
You've been on vacation or something?
Yeah, I went to the spa, flirted with all the nurses,
The spa.
cleaning staff.
That make for an interesting afternoon. I think I'm going to finish this one off. And it's not. What is it?
So what's Rustler been up to? You been talking to him?
Who?
Russ.
Yeah, he's just been doing Rustler stuff.
So nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, hi, Russ. How's it going?
This is really
Knowing him, he's probably still asleep.
100% so. Really. I need more of this stuff.
Well, I know one thing I found out for sure while I was in the hospital.
What?
I sleep with one eye open.
Oh. Is that a good thing?
Well, it scared the hell out of the nurse.
Imagine.
I know I did.
I had my eye open. She come in there and stuck me with a needle. I said, "What the hell? Because you had your eyes open, you was awake." No, I was not either.
No. I scared the crud out of my parents. They thought I was awake, having a conversation with me, and I got in trouble for not answering back. And I'm like, that morning I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you had your eyes open. Well, just because I had my eyes open don't mean I was awake.
Yep. Another finished project. This is for Hobby Lobby. 24.
Then that said, "Jessica, I sent you some more flowers."
I know. Some of
How
them
come she gets-
I can't wait until Thursday.
How come she gets
I cannot
flowers?
wait until Thursday.
Nobody ever sends me things.
Would you like me to send you a flower, John?
Sure, Herb.
Well, are you doing a flower crochet along? Just curious. I mean, you're doing
Yes,
it with
I am.
us, yeah.
I am doing a flower
it with
crochet
us.
along. Pretty sure I'm the only one doing it with you.
But actually, no, Pebbles is nice though. She sent them to me. yeah, the pink ones on the stick this time around are really, really, really cute. All right, this one's still going. Ow. And no, there's some other people, they just don't come to the live because I still got to do a tutorial for a couple of them for her. This is the weird one that needs a bath. I think this is a full logo, which it still doesn't look pretty.
So I need to finish my homework though. Finish my flower homework and actually finish them off.
Yeah, me too.
Jeanette says she found her an apple blossom.
They are so pretty.
I prefer apple dumplings.
Not now, I prefer anything but
Do.
yogurt. Hello, Lacey.
Yogurt.
Hey, Lace.
I've been gone, so I scrapped tasket. That's Amanda, right?
Yep, Amanda. How's it going, Amanda? How are you doing today?
Hey, Amanda.
Lacey's a new member.
Yes, 49. Thank you, Lacey. Actually, spending more time untangling this mess of yarn that I have down here in the front.
A yarn baby.
Oh no, it's quadruplets. It's terrible. It's like
Amanda wants to know, is there any more? Amanda wants to know, is there any more room for yarn, Jessica?
Is there any more room?
Room for yarn.
There's always room for yarn.
Always room for yarn.
And Lacey says, I'm watching her crocheting and working on the last row of Juan's blanket.
Ooh. How do I get this undone?
And I guess Joe's at her sister's.
Yes.
Yep.
Woohoo.
She
And I
made
didn't have to cut it.
appearance last.
I think
She made an appearance last night with Michaela,
Yes, she did.
acting all shy.
what? Her acting shy. Usually she's front
Well,
and deep.
Michaela was, not Joe.
That's what I was talking about. I think it's impossible for that kid to be that quiet.
All right, I got to go into the house, bring the dresser out. Just bear with me for a sec.
Oh, Lordy. Getting sleepy again.
Does it look like a mountain of yarn? It does look like a mountain of yarn. That's a tote. That's a tote. There's so much yarn that we have not even gone through yet. So much yarn.
No,
I know
wonder
that's
you
no
can't
Christmas.
find it.
Yeah, I need to. Need to get it all organized. So that's what I've dove into today. Is the start of that. But right now, I am just trying to separate it between scraps and full skeins. And then I'll have a scrap tower and just a yarn tower.
Too much stuff to do and ain't got enough energy to do it. But it was really good to sleep and not get woke up every 4 hours.
It's really nice grabbing the ones that aren't open. It's a messy ball.
Thank you, Lacey.
It's a very messy box of yarn.
Looks like a bunch of barf to me.
All tangled up.
I just happen to have a pattern for that.
Do you now? Oh, there's Greg. Hold on. Let me get you in there. There's a Greg.
No, there's a motorcycle. Oh, there's Greg. Now you come.
There's a Greg.
Hello.
How we doing, Greg?
Hello.
Not too bad. How you doing, Herb?
I'm doing all right. Just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah. Heard you had a bit of difficulty there. Hopefully it turns around.
Well, that's what we're hoping for.
Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Hey, John, Jessica.
Heard your voice. I'm just coming out of the
Hello,
house.
Hello, hello.
Like, whose voice is that?
Yeah, hello.
I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to still be my idiot self.
Exactly.
Larry's just arching again.
Jamaican, John.
I'm putting some new drawer slides on a piece of crap IKEA thing.
Oh, okay.
Did you get your camper finished, Greg?
My birdhouse?
Yeah,
No, your camper.
yeah, the birdhouse camper.
Oh, it was?
Camper birdhouse, yeah. I did get it.
See, that shows you how much I was paying attention when I was here last time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did make another camper before. for my blister.
That looks good. I like that. Yeah, that
That
turned
is
out
cool.
awesome.
That is really cool.
And Annie's making her way to the craft room. She'll be in a few.
Tell me, Greg.
Then I just got to hang it in the tree. I doubt if there'll be any birds in it this year. It's kind of after the bird nesting season. But maybe wasps go in it.
Wasps.
Oh,
What
man,
kind of area you live in?
Ooh, that's too big of a brush.
Not to put the Swedes down. Oh, right, Amanda's here. But IKEA furniture is nice and all, but it's not built to last.
Nope, never is. But they want
Yep.
premium dollar for them too.
Didn't I just do this? Oh, no.
Yeah, they got it down to a science. Lasts about 3-4 years of light use, and you have to go back to the store and buy another one.
Well, exactly. Like it's like they want everybody to be economically friendly and everything, and be nice in the environment, but yet they're making disposable furniture.
It's the Walmart technology. Keep them landfills full.
Yep. Lacey said maybe squirrels for your camper there, Greg.
Yeah, maybe squirrels.
And Amanda says, I'm happy with all my IKEA. Ha, ha.
Well, yeah, but the thing is though is that it's made over there, so you get top quality, whereas over here it gets shipped over, it gets all banged up and dinged up, and that's why it gets scratched and done IKEA stuff over here. But it's not the same. It's not the same quality over there as is over here.
Yeah, we don't get horse meatballs anymore.
Oh, Lordy.
See, but then once somebody has a nice product, like IKEA, and Walmart's got to go in and get their Chinese brand in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Rip-offs.
Ho, ho, ho.
There, I made a cell phone holder for my son's Forerunner. You stick it in the coffee cup
Says you're
holder,
making
and then you put your cell phone in the slot.
Oh, that's
No, I
nice.
said, did you make it in the shape of a hand?
No, no, I just Well, he found it on Thingiverse or wherever, and
Yeah.
just, can you make this? Oh yeah.
Well, where'd you put his coffee at then?
Well, you can still put the coffee in. It goes in the hole. Well, maybe the cup size might be reduced slightly.
Come that's popping up on the side. I don't want it to pop on the side.
Holy freaking
Well,
sweating, man.
I'm just glad IKEA's on the other side of Winnipeg, which is the dark side of the moon for us. And,
Dark side of the moon.
no reason to go there.
But you know, you can shop online. They'll ship it right to your door.
Shut up, John. She might hear.
And then it'll come directly from Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda probably makes it herself. Yeah, Amanda, I just found cheap shipping for you. Just start dating somebody that works at IKEA, and then when they got shipments coming to North America, just throw your stuff in with it. That'll be cheap shipping for you. Saying. That's called thinking outside the box. The flat pack box.
Thinking outside the flat pack, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell. I swear it's getting colder in this house.
Where'd Jessica go? She still here?
I'm right
Yeah,
here.
she's still there.
No.
You know how she is. She hasn't been very talkative.
Yeah, what's up with
Well,
that?
I'm just playing in yarn.
She's on a mission or something. Used to you couldn't get her to be quiet. Now you can't get her to talk.
Yeah, if you guys ever want me to shut up, just get me yarn.
That's all right. We still love you.
Or I usually talk my head off about yarn. But yeah, this yarn's a mess. I'm gonna have to roll up all my balls as soon as I get it all separated. Hey, Annie.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Annie.
Roll out the clowns.
Annie.
So, PSA, heat waves are
Yeah,
going
what's up?
across the country. Everybody, please
Yeah.
make sure our furry, feathered, and reptilian friends have plenty of fresh water in the sea and shade.
Yep. Currently
So you're saying-
99 degrees here today.
So
We're
what you're
supposed to
saying
be-
is it's summertime.
Yeah. You'd be surprised that people forget that even indoor pets need fresh water throughout the day in these kind of
And the
temperatures.
sun is out more now.
That's what the toilet.
Okay, whoever owns a cat and does not have one of those powered fountains for your cats, those powered water fountains for your cats, I don't know. Pretty sure the Amazon sells those for like $6 now.
My cats prefer to drink out of the damn creek. Except Miss
Powered
really
water
hot.
fountain. Have you seen those, Herb? You don't
Yeah,
have one?
because I always put ice water down for him. She'll come in and dip her paws in the water bucket, and she drinks the water off her paw. She don't like actually just lick the water up like normal animals.
We actually have 3 of them, John.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lied. It's 94. Humidity, what, 52? My phone says 98.
Also, it would be helpful for those who are sending me hats for Happy Hats. Somewhere on the outside of the box, if you'll write how many hats is in each box,
That would be phenomenal because we would like a count.
because I'm trying to leave them closed till I can get them to Jeanette because of my furry shedding baby. Because
Yeah.
I swear that dog's hair could get through solid glass.
Well, see, I remember IKEA furniture from like the 80s and 90s was like it was better built. They used actual MDF rather than just this cheap chipboard stuff they got now.
I've
Never
never
had
been
those
to
IKEA.
IKEA.
They had better connectors on them. It was just built better. It would lasted longer.
I know they have good Swedish meatballs. That's what everybody around here goes there for. But no,
You
I've
go to
never been
IKEA.
in.
You go to IKEA's like Costco. You go there for the hot dogs.
No Swedish meatballs.
IKEA has food.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got horse meatballs.
I've never
Same
been in
as-
an IKEA store.
It's the same as Costco. First place you go to is the food. Grab a couple hot dogs at the front before you go shopping.
Not hot
You know,
dogs.
they took them hot dogs away from
No.
here.
At Costco, and then you got a couple hot dogs on the way out. Well, yeah, because IKEA, I think they have like six meatballs for $1. They're like tiny little ones. They're like little.
Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, you can get you a Coke and a hot dog at Costco for $1.50. A foot long hot dog.
See, we used to have the Super Fleet Market in Edmonton. 50-cent hot dogs. They pull them out of that freaking water and put them in a hot dog bun for you. There's a reason they're 50 cent hot dogs.
I miss Stewart's hot dogs here. You could get 12 hot dogs and a gallon of root beer for like $8. And that was a good family meal. Now that same deal, if they was still around, I figure would probably be $40-50. Because, that was back in the late 80s, early 90s. So it's been a while. They had the best hot dogs. But they made homemade hot dog sauce. They did not use the canned stuff, which is, to me, is just basically dog food with a people label on it. I never, no.
Well, yeah, but have you seen dog food lately? Have you seen raw dog food in the stores? Like you're paying more for raw dog food than you are for
My dogs to have raw dog food. I'll make it myself.
No, but well, exactly. But the thing is, if you go to the pet store and buy it like a bag, like a 12-ounce bag of raw dog food is more expensive than buying a freaking 8-ounce prime rib. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's why Pam makes all her dog food.
That's why Connie makes hers too.
I say doesn't count.
But like I said,
when we had Buster, we had to make his food.
But like I said, you can't go to the local grocery store and get a kangaroo, but you can at the pet store. Just saying.
What?
I have been by an IKEA store, but I've never actually been in it. There's one up by the mall.
Yeah, we've got one.
You can get kangaroo at a restaurant out just east of here.
Well, yeah, but you can go to the pet store. You can go to PetSmart and get kangaroo, elk, crocodile, snake. What else? Like exotic meats.
Yeah,
Here,
we got all that at that restaurant.
I've never seen that in our PetSmart.
Have you been to the back section, the brand new raw food section, though?
The thing we learned about PetSmart is that we cannot take Anthony with us because he freaks out when he sees guinea pigs for some reason. Can't handle it. He can't handle it. I mean, he just nope, complete meltdown as soon as he
Well,
sees a guinea pig.
They are freaking evil little creatures. Guinea pigs are worse than rabbits.
I don't mind rabbits. We had rabbits growing. Guinea pigs has just never been an animal for me. I've never liked them.
Dale, how's it going, buddy?
Good evening.
Hello, Dale. Long time no see.
I go to IKEA, eat the Swedish meatballs, do an impression of the Swedish chef from the Muppets. It's the law. I can see you doing it too. Okay, who else are we going to get in here that's been hospitalized lately? Dale, how's it going? How's the heart pumping?
And Herb, it's very nice to have you back, and you sound so much better.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm telling you, that had me worried, which I'm glad. I kind of expected it was cancer, but somebody in there is taking it worse than I am.
Yeah, it's scary.
Well, so the first time Herb told me what he was in there for, I said, that's from too many l's.
Yeah.
There will be a 2-minute tape of that.
1 minute and 47 seconds, isn't it?
No, I'm gonna piece one together 2 minutes to shut Charles up.
Just gonna laugh it over.
Right now, I ain't tempted to do nothing.
Oh, Dale, we're talking about you right now. Come on, man. What's up with you? Are you good to go or what? What's the
He said he's
diagnosis on you?
spending the summer dead for tax reasons.
Well, yeah, that's different though. Well, he was almost dead. That's why we're asking.
What are we doing that now?
You can't get rid of good people like me and Dale.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people still to aggravate.
Well, what'd you say, Annie?
I told Dale not to do that.
Yeah.
You be having that?
I'm guessing
Dinner was good, but I ate too much.
the missus was working him too hard.
I could have.
I'm proud to be an action of The Walking Dead.
I'm waiting for 6 o'clock so I can call and annoy my son. It's my job.
Why
Wait.
would you want to do that?
It's his birthday. I have to annoy him today. It's my job.
Why would you not annoy him all day long?
He's at work. I don't bother him when he's at work.
Oh,
I
So
don't
you're
bother
in here,
anybody if they're at work.
so you're in here practicing with us, Annie.
Yep. I'm holding it all in, and it's just going to explode.
You
Thank
say
you.
somebody in here, I have it muted.
I sound better now all night long. Poor Bill, one night off, and he didn't get any sleep last night because I was hacking and coughing all night long. I feel bad when I keep him awake like that. I was going to get up and go in the living room, but I figured if I did, he'd get mad at me. So
I liked your first post back, Dale, when you got back home. I plan to rectify 2 of these things when I get
In
home.
here.
Sober for too long in the hospital.
hey, honey. Oh, never. Love you. Ooh, I'll see you in the morning. All right. Be safe. Tell Greg I said hey.
Is that Billy?
Yep, he's off.
Oh, wait, I can see him.
He's done gone.
You forgot to tell us he was there.
He just come in to kiss me goodbye before he left for work.
No,
Always.
how sweet.
Always. You never know when it's going to be that last kiss. You can't take
Well, you
it.
probably it's because you probably beat him one time for not doing it.
No, that's always been him. I forget. He calls me back. It's like, no, you're not leaving until you kiss me. Because I'll be in a hurry, be rushing out the door to go somewhere. And he'll like, no. Yeah, we
No,
don't. We don't yeah.
I figured it'd be more like you forgot to kiss me one time. Back at him one.
Oh, Mary, what did I make for dinner? salmon poached in seasoned butter, asparagus steamed in lemon butter. Yeah, it was all about the butter today. And potatoes au gratin, and I made a peach pie, but we were all too full to eat, so any dessert. So I guess we'll have that for dessert tomorrow.
Grating potatoes. Where is my impact? Where the hell did me? Where is my impact at last?
It was kind of his belated Father's Day dinner since he had to work on Father's Day, and I didn't get to make the dinner I wanted because I was sick.
I'm feeling a little bit better, Dale. I'm just a little bit tired from after all this junk.
Yeah, did you see my post there, Herb?
No.
About the hospital? Yeah, well, last time I was in a hospital, they woke me up to give me a sleeping pill, and I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I'm already freaking
already
sleeping.
sleep. Why do I need a sleeping pill?
I told one of them nurses, the next one that comes in here is getting thrown in the bed with me. We're going to snuggle. I'm going to make sure you don't come in here and wake me up. You can't do that. Don't come in here and wake me up.
Yep.
I may be one-sided, but I can still grab a handful of hair.
Don't look at me like that. You chose to go run through the creek to cool off, so you lay in there until you dry off. You're not coming around
Your
going wet.
treats in that bowl, eat them and leave me alone.
No, don't you do it.
Run through the jungle.
Oh, it's over there.
Run through the creek, have a fit when you try to put him in the bathtub to give him a bath, but he'll go run through that muddy, dirty creek. Happy as a lamb when he does it.
It's not there. It should be with
It's a
me.
dog thing.
Screws. It's not there.
People
Raise
get
it
so
louder.
surprised when dogs act like dogs.
Yeah,
Dogs
Pam's
act
more
like dogs.
excited
Look
about
at that.
than I am.
Well, I mean, like Bill complains, well, he was out rolling in the grass, and I'm like, he's a dog. He was running through the creek and getting muddy. I'm like, he's a dog. It's dog things. Dogs do dog things. Like the cat's bringing me dead animals to feed me. I was trying to get them to come in because the storm looks miserable, and I brought him in, and he wasn't in here 2 minutes, turned around, went right back out on the porch and laid in the sun. But he looks like he's burning up. Exactly, Mary. Kids get dirty. I've had friends is like complaining, my kids are always filthy at the end of the day. They should be. That's, you know, your kids had fun. And that's what bathtubs are for. Or in some cases with mine, hose them down with the hose outside, strip them down, and then put them in the bathtub. When Andrew was about 4 or 5, he decided he was going to make buckets of mud and pour them over his and his brother's heads. So I had 2 little mud monsters. And I looked at him for a minute, grabbed the water hose. I said, stand still. Rinsed the worst of it off of him, stripped him down, and tossed him in the tub.
When my dad was a kid, he didn't like his brother's blonde hair. So he fixed him up. Went out in the yard, the pasture, grabbed a stick and a cow pie and buttered him up.
Turned his hair brown.
Nice.
I don't know how old he was.
I remember we had some cousins came in from Chicago, had never been in the country, and never stepped foot on a farm or anything. And one of them's like, you know, one of my friends said I should try a cow pie. I want a cow pie. Can I have a cow pie? And me and my little brother just looked at him like, sure, come on, we'll get you a cow pie. And they're like looking at him. They're like, y'all actually eat that? And I was like, nobody eats cow pies.
Only city folk.
Yep.
The only reason they're called pies is because they're round and mushy when they're fresh.
Yep. Well, until they've dried out in the sun. I will tell you this, though. When you're out camping, they start a fire real quick.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, they're nothing but grass and hay.
Where is it? India or somewhere over there? That's all they use for cooking.
Yep.
Well, the
Because they
Indians
don't eat
did. They used
cows.
the buffalo dung, dried buffalo dung to start fires and stuff with. Everything could be useful. You just, people are like, oh, it's distasteful. Well, it might be distasteful, but, you know,
Don't
it's a
think
natural source of fire starting. I mean, you know, once you've had your arm up to your armpit up a cow's hoo-ha turning a calf, it takes a lot to gross you out anyway. Shake your head, Jess. That makes you feel, it feels like your arm's going to get broke. I've had to do it several times.
I've done it once, so I'm shaking my head. Never again.
My dad had really big hands, and the man that we rented off the farm off of, he had really big hands. And this was a yearling heifer, you know, she wasn't very big. And he just looked at me. He said, you're going to have to do this. He said, our hands are too big. We're going to hurt her. I'm like, okay, tell me what to do. Save the calf, you know, and save the mama.
That is my straw. How?
Oh. All right. Did I mention everything I wanted to mention? I think I mentioned everything I wanted to mention.
You gonna be able to make happy hats tomorrow, Miss Annie?
I am going to do my best. If I have
1
to
o'clock
be
your time.
for coughing and sneezing and stuff, though, I will.
Okay.
Because that's just hard on people, especially anybody wearing headphones, because I cough loud. Not deliberately, it's just the way I cough. Did you hear what Bill said when I was talking about I was going to get up and get out of the bed? I'd have kicked your ass if you'd have done that. Sickness and health, remember?
Oh my gosh, all these fibers are flying everywhere. My nose.
I got off here last night and we both got our Kindles and cuddled up on the couch and read until about 1 o'clock this morning. He can't go to bed too early because he's used to being up all night, and he tries to go to bed early, and he ends up hurting his back, tossing and turning. So, but you know, time spent together.
Well, that's nice though. Sure doesn't happen often enough.
Not anymore. We used to do that all the time when we first got married. We both of us get a book we wanted to read and curl up in the bed together.
Oh my.
Yes, Jeanette wanted to know if you seen her post. I think it was if you wanted some help to send the yarn to her and she'd untangle it for you.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
she'll
I did.
untangle it. She'll untangle it and turn it into a hat.
I did. I did.
She didn't say anything about sending it back.
Isn't that just retangling it?
Yeah, reshaping it.
Reshaping the world one at a time. Ooh, that should be our slogan. That's a
I
good
like it.
slogan. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We need to have a board meeting first.
Yep. That lady that I went and bought yarn off yesterday, I bought yarn off her because she's elderly. She's going through dialysis. I know how expensive all of that is. But her prices, I could honestly went to Michael's and bought the yarn cheaper, but, you know, help out a fellow crocheter. She sells her yarn to buy more, or she makes things, sells it, and then she uses that to buy more yarn.
This one is fuzzy.
And this is tentative. My sister come up with an idea. She gave us a little plastic canvas cross with a little saying in it. And my sister was looking at it, and she said, you know, I could make these and we could tuck one in each of the happy hats.
That would be cool.
That's a tentative thing, and we got to figure out cost. I mean, we've got the yarn. It's just the plastic. I might actually even have plastic canvas around here somewhere.
I've got some too that I can ship your way. That I know I will have zero purpose for.
Well, she asked me. She called me last night. She said, "What do you think of that?" And I said, "Well, you know, if you want to put the work into it, because she loves doing stuff like that. It's not my thing. I could do it, but I would get bored with it really quick. The couple of times that I've tried plastic canvas, I don't think I ever actually finished anything. But she loves stuff like that.
Now this.
Wait, you tell me you didn't make a Kleenex box folder?
Nope.
Keep a Christmas house?
Up until
where the
about
smoke comes out
4
as you-
years ago, I never used tissues. I always used the bandana handkerchiefs that I could wash because it was cheaper. We have more discretionary funds, so I get to pamper myself with tissues now. Okay, save that. Every single penny that we brought in, my first thought was, do I need this or should I save the money, you know, to put the down payment on the house? And then it was, do I really need this or should I use this to go towards the house payment? Get everything paid off, then you got a little more money to play with. Everything worth having is worth it for, in my opinion.
Let me go. Let me go.
Was that yarn attacking you? Bad
It
yarn.
was. I was being attacked.
What you need, Baghdad? Already left.
Oops.
We went looking for him a while ago.
Hide and go seek.
No, more like we haven't seen him in like an hour and a half. What's he up to? And I went to get a bottle of water out of the fridge, and I looked, and I was like, "Go in there and get that damn watermelon and bring it back in the kitchen." He was sitting in there in his floor playing with his trains with the watermelon between his knees and a spoon. I was sitting there eating a watermelon while he was playing with his trains.
Hey.
I was like, if you want some, come in and we'll put it in a bowl.
No, it's still a healthy choice. So
Well, he is a watermelon kid. That he loves watermelon. It could be minus 0 degrees outside, and if he could find what he had watermelon, he'd still be sitting there eating it.
is minus 0 colder than 0? Just out of curiosity.
I have no idea. Yes, I thought it would equaled out. 0 is 0. All right, how about minus 15? And him and his dad, I don't give a shit how cold it is. They'll sit and eat ice cream every night.
Yeah, it's ice cream.
No.
Doesn't have to be warm out to eat ice cream.
Well, ice cream is supposed to be a refreshing, cool treat when it's hot.
See, I don't eat ice cream when it's hot because I don't like dairy on my belly when it's hot. I'll eat a popsicle, but not ice cream. So I like more ice cream in the wintertime than I do in the summer.
He eats popsicles year round too, as long as it's the Bomb Pops, firecracker.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I saw this.
Mountain Dew
I
actually
saw this
has.
short the other day. Mountain Dew what?
That's okay. Go ahead.
My wife
They
was
have a
playing a
Bonton
prank on her
flavor.
husband. Wife was playing a prank on her husband, and he likes these homemade mango popsicles, right? That they make. So she decided to pull a prank on him, and she made one out of mustard.
Ew.
She filled the popsicle thing with mustard, put the handle in it, and she brought two out. She brought a mango one for her and a mustard one for him. Brought him out, and he took a bite out of it and spit it across the freaking room. She's just
That's
on the floor
mean.
laughing her ass off.
That'd be something I would do. No, I wouldn't. Do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I would. Oh. Well, I
Little
made him
things.
strawberry pie for today. I took it to him last night for his because he doesn't like birthday cake. He always has a birthday pie. So I made him a strawberry pie, and Lorelai is making him a blueberry pie. And I said, remember, she said, I know, don't eat all the blueberries before I can get them in the pie. I said, exactly.
I saw this post this morning. I think I shared it with you, Jessica. It was a four-way pie.
Yeah.
She made the crust, and then she put like four channels, like cross channels into it. Like she made dado cuts in the pastry, and she made a cherry, an apple, a blueberry, and a raspberry strawberry.
No, strawberry. Strawberry.
The strawberry, and each quarter of the pie had a different pie crust on it that she made in the triangle for each one. And when she cut it,
for our family because we all like different pies.
But when she cut it so that you had two flavors of pie on each piece, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
I'm not good with fancy pies. My pie crust sucks. I buy frozen pie crust.
It wasn't that fancy. It wasn't fancy.
I've never been able to master pie crust. It's always really tough and chewy. And if I'm going to eat a pie, I want good crust on it. Something, but my fillings are always good and homemade, so that's what counts.
Oh my!
And then I made the mistake of letting Bill and Anthony know that I can make pumpkin custard without it being in a pie crust. Those two and pumpkin.
Custard.
Yep. Both of them. It doesn't matter what kind of custard. They love custard. And I like that for Anthony because that's a good way for me to get protein in him.
Well, custard's just like pudding, so I'm on board with that.
No, it's not. Custard
Yes, it
has
is.
eggs in it than pudding does.
It's pudding.
It is no. All puddings are custards, but not all custards are pudding.
Well, it's like saying all. Never mind.
Jess, am I right?
Repeat that again.
All puddings are custards, but not all custards are puddings.
Correct.
Custard has a different consistency than pudding does. Custard can be sliced. Pudding has to be
Yes,
spooned.
correct. Custard has eggs. Pudding does not.
Yes. Well, some pudding does. Lemon pudding has eggs. Well, egg yolk.
Yes. Yeah. But most of the
If I had
time,
the
they call
choice
it a
between-
pudding. It doesn't have it.
If I had the choice between Jello and pudding, I would take pudding. If I had the choice between custard and pudding, I would take custard. Dan.
I agree. Actually, I would take one custard.
Between Jello and any kind of dessert, I would pick the other dessert.
Really? Why?
My uncle was
I don't like Jello. I don't like the texture. Same thing like gummy
Oh,
candies.
that's right.
It's all
The gummy
just-
bears.
Ugh. God, see, even the thought of eating that just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
my uncle was put on a bland diet, and so after we'd eat whatever at the table there, my aunt would come out, and we'd have ice cream, pie, whatever, and she'd come out with his bowl of custard, bland, whatever vanilla or whatever custard. Cuss it again, he'd say.
That's it.
And the man
Custard
never,
is good for
never
a plant
swore.
diet, and it's full of protein. So it's good. Custard's actually really good for you, and it's delicious. So you can't beat that.
Okay, I'm back. I had to go take some drugs.
Welcome back.
Mind-altering ones?
Yeah, no.
Mood altering ones.
Pain altering.
No, I don't need none of them.
All right, let me take this back inside. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Chris just
Hey,
gave
that's
you a super
awesome.
chat.
You got a $10 super chat from Chris K. Woo-woo.
Yes,
Oh,
Jeannie,
cool.
I will
Thank you,
be
Chris.
making him some coconut He usually gets coconut custard pie, but I've told him if I make coconut custard in like the ramekins, then he can just take a ramekin to work with him and and he don't have to worry about getting crushed or smushed.
A hooah?
And Chris K, your box will be going
Peanut
out
custard.
on Monday. It's sitting by the stairs. Label ready. Ready to
Hello,
ship.
Chris. How are you today?
And thank you for the super chat. That's phenomenal, girl.
And happy
Much
birthday, Chris.
appreciated. Yes. Sorry.
Your birthday today or the other day?
Well, my son's birthday's today, and my sister's daughter-in-law's birthday is today. And a girl that I chit chat with that I used to babysit when I was like 9 or 10, his birthday is today, or same day as my birthday. So we all have birthday twins.
Oh, that's awesome.
But but get this. My sister calls me last night. She goes, "Is Sam's birthday tomorrow or is it the day after?" And I was like, "She's your daughter-in-law and you don't remember her birthday?"
That's bad.
No, Herb, this is the way it is. If it's an anniversary, a birthday, or they need to know the date of somebody's death, everybody calls me because I'm the only one that remembers. And I was like, y'all gonna be SOL when anything happens to me because none of y'all remember anything.
You're the 411 of the family, huh?
Get this. I actually printed up all the birthdays, anniversary, death dates. What do you call that when you put the plastic over it, Jess?
Vulcanized. Hermetically sealed.
Squote.
What?
Squote.
Called. Anyway, I plasticized them, put magnets on the back so they could hang it on the refrigerators. All of them still lost them, and I gave up after that. Laminate. Yes, Mary. Thank you. I laminated them. Thank you, Jeanette. I had somebody have
Yeah.
and I did.
And you know that's an obvious place to do because they're in and out of the icebox more than they are on the phone or near anything else.
You got to push. Boy, you have to push.
I ain't pushing nothing.
Last time I heard that, I was having a baby.
Push in the bush.
Gotta push. No, don't want to. Tired. Let me sleep.
I heard don't push the other morning when they was trying to stick it down my throat. Don't push.
Well, my brother-in-law his kidneys have improved enough to where they can do the heart surgery. But now they have to wait to do the heart surgery for the VA to get back to them, see if they're going to pay for it or not.
Yeah, that's what sucks about it. We gotta wait to see this, wait to see that.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were
Oh,
impressed
and
on how much his kidney function improved once he got home. I think the stress was causing a lot of his, because when you're stressed out, you don't feel good.
Oh yeah.
Feel good. You need to be in a comfortable setting and relaxed for your body to heal right. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I was having that upper GI here as an outpatient. They put me under, woke me back up, sent me home, tried to get me into a hospital downtown, and 4 hours later, that's where I woke up at. They didn't waste any time.
Quicker they get to it, though, is usually the better.
Well, he was afraid to go any further because it was so enlarged. And at that facility, if they were caused to bleed, there was no way for him to stop it.
Yeah. This is true. Oh.
It was in my throat, lymph node, not in my stomach. I told him, I said, hell, why you had that probe in my stomach? Why don't you just go ahead and fix the hernia while we're there? You gotta only work on one thing at a time.
Oh, no, they did that with me. I told them, hey, I'm paying for this out of pocket. If you can do both at once, get in there and get my gallbladder out and fix it, do it all. Get it done.
Yeah, I was supposed to have 2 rounds of chemo. I ended up having 3. One of them, the first was an hour. The second one was an hour and almost 2 hours. The third one was 24 hours.
Oh, that's
Then I got to go back Wednesday or Thursday for another round of that crap.
Well, hopefully it will shrink it down enough to where you're more comfortable.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured I had it, but I really didn't want to worry her too much. Now, if she found out, she worried her to death. I wasn't even going to post it on Facebook, but she did.
Yeah, with my diagnosis, Bill took it harder than I did because I kind of suspected all along what was going on.
I mean, throat cancer runs in the family. So.
Well, his words were he always figured that if I got any kind of cancer, it'd be lung cancer because I smoke. I said, you know, there are people that have lung cancer who smoke cigarette in their life.
There's people that had never smoked in life that had lung cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I was talking to somebody the other day. He messaged me. He goes, oh, if you need to talk, we can talk about stuff because I have something happened to me in the same situation. I said, no, it's okay. I was supporting a friend by sharing your post there, right, Herb, about the cancer one?
Yeah.
So he was talking to me, and he was going on about how he was just diagnosed with prostate cancer. And I said, well, one of the sure signs to get prostate cancer is sitting in hangouts, just chatting to everybody all the time. He says, what? LOL. He's LOL, right? And I said, Bob, hanging out in your recliner in the hangouts is a sure way to get prostate cancer by not moving around. Damn it, John, you're right. But he says, I miss being in the hangouts with you guys, though. Bob Lee, right?
The only instances in our family of cancer was my mom's brain cancer, which ended up spreading throughout her body, but they expected that. And my dad's mom died of colon cancer. And that was it. Well, and my dad's dad died of leukemia, but he didn't find that out until after his mom passed away. He thought his dad had died of a heart attack.
Yeah, I tried to get in a hangout the other night, but the Wi-Fi at the hospital sucked.
Oh, yeah.
And somewhere in
used to-
Arizona is my grandfather's grave, and nobody knows where he's buried.
Miss Chris, no, it's just balls of scrap.
Oh,
Bob
that lady.
Lee
That's why I was going to talk. She was selling. She had like a thing of scraps, right? And asked her, I said, "Are you selling these?" And she said, "Yeah." And a little ball of yarn that would sit in the palm of my hand and not overfill it. Even with my hand, I don't have big hands. She wanted $3.50.
Hello, Mona.
Huh?
Yeah, I was
Shitty.
like, you can buy a whole skein of yarn for $3.50.
Yeah, no.
Okay, hang on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta help Anthony with something. Hang on.
It's the story of my life, hanging on.
Okay, I think my event covers are buried. 4 years ago, right?
I'm
Bob
feeling
Lee
all
would,
right,
fall
Mona, just a
asleep
little
more than,
tired.
What's that, Greg?
Bob Lee would fall asleep more than JoJo in the Hangouts.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Turn this
He's
volume
actually
up,
been
my
pretty
guy.
busy. Oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he just finished that table, that makeup dressing table for his daughter. Lace on it and everything. I didn't know he had prostate cancer.
I think I need some more peach tea.
Okay, Jess, this is an air intake
What?
cover.
Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
one upstairs and one downstairs, and they suck in fresh air into your furnace to pull the
I
carbon
know what
dioxide
an air
out of
intake
the air.
cover is.
Okay, so I made 2 of them, one for upstairs and one for downstairs, to replace those.
So now what's left to do with them?
Well, I cut them out. Now I have to glue the backer onto it, right? And then put a nice routed edge on it. Put a couple of screw holes into it, one there and one there, and then screw it in, paint it, and screw it in place
Perfect.
to replace these. So like I said, that's only been on 4 years ago on project board. Project board. That's what I don't have. I don't have a project board.
I get bored with projects.
See, and they're actually 2 different sizes, which is freaking
I got a bunch of projects I need to get done.
annoying. So I might as well get these glued up. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use. No.
Oh,
Yes.
that tastes good.
Ooh, pin nails. No, I don't want to use pin nails. They got a router it after.
I'm sure that's not safe, but I'm gonna leave it there. Hope for the best.
What sucks, all this stuff they give me, I cannot have anything cold. I go
Nothing cold.
swallowing it. No, nothing cold. It feels like I'm swallowing BBs that are going back the back of my throat, under my tongue, under the skin. It's a good thing I drink my tea and coffee room temperature. Has anybody heard from Steve C?
Nope, that's just the last time he was in here.
I'm gonna have to send him a message after a while.
Oh man.
They gave me a bunch of steroids. Let me tell you, that crap will jack with your sugar quick. Finally had my sugars well under 200. They put me on them steroids, shot that crap back up to 500.
Wow. Where? Oh man, I suppose my pinning out is buried underneath my behind my yarn, which it is. See.
Watch out, Birdie.
Last 2 days I was there, I was starting to get physical therapy. They found out that I had to cancel my other appointments. Oh, why don't you just do it right here? Thank God for handrails in a hospital. Oh, I want something for dinner tonight. I don't know what I want.
You feel like chicken tonight?
Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken
I
Delight.
am so burnt out on chicken. Hello, Heidi.
Hey Heidi, how was your live? I saw you were going live. I started my live. I'm like, man, I didn't even see that. How was your show?
You know what I really want, but I know I can't have it.
What?
I want popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
you
ain't
can.
had, no. Be not one of my luck, I'd get the husk stuck in my throat again.
Yeah.
Go through all this crap again. No, thank you. She said it was good, showed a lot of happy mail.
Cool.
I'm just glad to have my voice back a little bit. Herb may ask his bronze winger. I'm good with anything as long as it ain't pureed. I ain't never in my life had sausage patties pureed. My life. Thought I was eating cat food.
Miss Mew on a stick.
Huh? Yeah, for the first 5 days they had me on soft food. miniature bites of everything. Ho, ho, ho. Figured all that sleeping I've been doing, I wouldn't be so sleepy, but I am. They changed the settings again. God dang it. I hate that. My damn dog's hurting. It's awful quiet.
The girl called. What's that?
I can't hear you.
The girls are gone.
Where'd they go?
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, have you seen that short going around? It's like a viral. It's like one of those stupid Tide Pod things, right? Like one of those do this, see if it'll happen.
Mhm.
And so it's basically a husband and wife talking, and the husband's like, they say women can do anything, but I bet you there's one thing that a woman can't
Oh,
do.
yes, I've seen that one.
She's like, what? What is it? Will you tell me? Well, will you just tell me what's going on? Tell me what is it a woman can't do? A woman can do everything. A woman can drive. Women can drive heavy, big machinery. Use tools, blah blah blah, and everything else. And you just sit there saying nothing, right? Just tell me. Just tell me. Like the 2 or 3 minutes. He's like, you can't shut up. I'm like, that's so bad. Okay, but I'm just saying, I saw it. I'm just saying, I just saw it.
I know, I've seen the same one.
We used to say at parties to the one thing women can't do. What's that? What's that? Touch your elbows behind their back. Well, half of them would start trying, and then all of a sudden they catch on.
You're bad, Greg.
You gotta have some fun at a party.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on a sec. Whoever just came in.
I have returned.
Oh, there you have. Or rather, you have?
I have. You're dry enough. You can come in here now. Or not. Lay down.
I'm not ready to.
Okay. Those are gluing now, so those can sit for a bit. Put a nice OG bit on the router, run around those. Oh, and then I need some paint. I need some primer and some paint. Oh, Mr. Needland.
Hey, Chris.
What you been up to?
I'm here.
Hello,
What have you been
Chris.
up to? Haven't seen you.
Hey,
yet.
people. Well, I put this shirt on because I've been in the pool all day, and I don't think you need to see that. But if you want
Man.
Are you all wrinkled up like a prune?
Oh, hey, John, wake up.
I'm already up through.
Sorry. Could you
What?
say that again?
Oh, Siri,
I
shut up.
just got a message that says, tell John to wake up. I'm here.
I've been
LOL.
sitting here with my thumb up my ass for 5 minutes, or not.
Well, I just got the message.
Well, thank you, Herb. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
I'm glad somebody thinks
No,
so.
but I said, whoever just came in, just give me a sec because I was on the side of my shop. Okay.
Then he got to
I
talking
don't
about
have any
OG.
alcohol in my shop. God damn it!
I know somebody else that does that to me. I know somebody else that gives me raspberries all the time too.
Your wife?
Don't impress me much.
Well, you can point. You're pointing at a lot of people here.
Oh,
I need more vodka. Where's the phone?
Is that better?
No, it's not. It's on my end. I have an air conditioner running.
Hey Jesse, how's it going?
It's up all the way.
hello, Jesse.
You can't hear me? Let me check my audio again.
They're
Check
frozen.
my audio. No, I'm good.
I hear you.
Who's frozen?
I am.
Oh, you are now.
You can't hear.
It's my good side too. What the hell?
Thought your good side was the back side.
Well, you can't see that. Oh, I lost. All my screen went dark. Oh, I'm back. AMD software detected a driver timeout has occurred in your system.
What?
Report. Okay, a report. Oh, send report. Okay, send it again. Oh, lordy, lordy. Settings.
When did I say that was? January 2001
Yep,
or 2021?
21.
I'm in the show.
January 10th, 2021.
I'm going to hit refresh, and you'll have to let me back in.
We'll see.
That's better.
The clear too.
So how the heck is everyone? Yeah,
Good.
I'm dehydrated.
How dehydrated? You weren't
Yeah.
drinking by the pool? You weren't drinking in
No,
the pool?
my house is dry. God bless it. That means I did not go to the package store. Or
Is
the
it,
liquor store, depending where you're from in the United States or Canada.
Is your house as dry as a mortuary?
Oh, no, I'm trying not to make that high school joke about dry as a. Nope, not going there.
Hey, how was your camping trip? We never heard about that afterwards.
It was nice. We went up to where the hell did we go? Oh, Rhode Island, that little tiny state in Connecticut. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
We're going again, and now we're going to leave a week from Monday. This coming Monday, we're going up to Gunstock, New Hampshire, camping up there, and my wife has given me tickets to see James Taylor in concert again.
Wow, James Taylor. Okay.
Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again, but I'm doing it again.
Why don't you just hawk the tickets at the door and go somewhere else?
Well, I've been married for 40 years. I want to continue to be married. So, yes, dear, I'd love to go to James Taylor.
Okay. Hawk the tickets, buy a T-shirt, and then go somewhere else. Go hang out somewhere.
Did I not tell you?
She's going with you. Oh, she's going with you. Okay, hawk
Yeah,
one
we're doing-
ticket. Hawk one ticket.
Oh, I think I have some double poisoning. No, I like James Taylor. We saw him last year, and it was wonderful. But it's going to be the same show because he's like 80 years old. He hasn't come up with anything new. So.
Well, yeah, like he's gonna sing his regular songs.
And he did a very nice show. It was a great show. I don't remember where we saw him, but it's that famous place in Massachusetts that does all that stuff.
What's his known song though?
I've seen Fire and Rain.
Yeah,
I've
that's it.
seen fire, I've seen rain, I've seen
He's
something
77.
that would never end.
He's not a bad singer, but a damn poor actor.
He does and I tell you, he's 80-ish, and he's still on top of his game. But I saw the game last year.
What was that other one he held? Carolina on my mind.
I was just gonna say Carolina on my mind.
And how sweet it is.
To be loved by you.
Yeah.
Herb will sing that to you. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
You'll make me.
Goodness.
So, no, too soon.
See, he
I
came out with
didn't-
some new songs. He came out with some new songs in 2020.
Yeah, but it don't really sound like him.
No. So he's like 68, 70, 72, right, was his big era. And then 2006, he did a song for Cars for Disney. And then to the 2020. That's it.
Hey, for someone who used to have to take heroin every day to stay alive, he's come a long way. He kicked his habit.
James Taylor's number one song, his number one hit, Mudslide Slim and the Blue Horizon,
Yeah, I hate that
Released
song.
April 1971. Reached number one in Billboard hits in July.
You
Must have been
know,
on the
I've listened
alternative
to a
radio
lot of his
station.
songs, but I've never heard that one.
That's his first number one hit.
You probably know it, but not by the title, because the title probably has nothing to do with the song. Excuse me.
But it's not even on his greatest hits album.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm going to run upstairs. I am boiling 2 russet potatoes to make. What am I going to put in it? Rosemary
I think
potatoes.
that's what I might have had tonight is some baked potato.
I shall come back if my wife lets me. Hey, what's Russell Clarity doing tonight? Well, who cares?
No show.
No show. Who cares? Did I say
No
that?
show. Really?
No show.
I can't remember the last time I saw a Russ Clarity show. It must have been.
I
Gotta be at
was
least
a guest on his show, and I bet Charles is still pissed about that.
Well, see, so Al was trying to get me on his show, and he
Do it.
outright said no, like outright no.
Oh, Russell said no? Oh, that's because you're a better scroller.
Al was trying to get me on the show, and so was the girl on her show. I can't remember her name now.
Oh God. I know
With,
who you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
With the squid. With
Yeah,
the squid
I
up
know.
on the
Yeah.
Oh,
He said no.
yeah. No,
He had the artisan pirate on twice and not you once. Because that guy's fucking nuts.
he doesn't even really
Well, I
do.
don't watch them.
He doesn't do any original work. It's all basic,
No.
simple stuff out of the magazines, right?
Downloads the patterns, cuts them out, and goes. That's my impression.
That's an awesome impression of the artisan pirate.
Get Charles in here for a good one.
Yeah, Charles does a really good impression of him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he got him down to a T.
and he's got his hand up.
Even
He's
the
got-
movement of the hands.
he puts his hand up like this though first though. Eh?
Hi, I'm Hudson Pirate.
I live with my mommy. I hope he's not.
He's-
in your, I hope he's not in your
No,
shack.
he's married though.
Okay. No,
He might live. He might live with his mom, but I know he's married.
I make that up. I don't know. He's gonna sue me now. Ugh. I have to check my potatoes. I might be back.
All right.
All right.
Now enjoy.
So has Jessica made any headway?
Yep.
She looks like she's organizing stuff.
Yep.
Oh, there she is. Basket upon basket upon basket.
Yeah, that's when you call yarn, 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 yarn. Into the cavern of yarn.
It makes you almost want to come up with like a Culligan man, take me away slogan for her, right?
Yep.
Be like Red Heart, Lion Brand, take me away.
That's actually
Holy-
not too bad.
What? A whole empty container? What?
Two.
Oh no, I've got 2 empties right now.
Oh. Dibs.
And then all my threads over here. And then that little one.
Yeah, quite a little cubby hole you're making there.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know what you need to do? You need to put like boards on the back of one of them so you can just slide it in and out. Have like a complete sealed off room for yourself. Go right to the ceiling with it. What's that?
What?
Put boards on the back of them to keep them stable and make like a door, right? So you can just slide it in and out and just have them go right to the ceiling. Seal yourself right in there.
Can't really have them go to the ceiling because then I can't reach it.
Then what?
I wouldn't be able to reach it.
You can stand on your chair.
So.
Yep.
If I only had a brain.
Well, the top upper cupboards or the top upper drawers would be for stuff that you know you're not going to use ever. You're not going to sell. You don't want to show anybody.
You mean the secret yarn stash?
Yeah, it's just going to sit there and collect dust. It'll be like Jessica's secret yarn garden.
There you go.
Just crochet flowers and vines all over. Okay, what else are we gonna do? Oh, yeah, unplug the bathroom sink. Yeah, it's freaking full again.
I will get one more container.
Hey, Tank, how's it going? What do you got to?
Hi, Tank.
Hello, Tank.
All right, see you. Hold on a second.
Look, it's two men and one.
I'm doing pretty good, Tank.
Hi, Mona.
All right, let's go inside and see if I can unplug this bathroom sink.
Double John.
Place is good.
It's hopping, John. Hopping one spot to the next.
And me, I think I'm gonna get off here and go make me something to eat.
All right, Herb.
Okay, Herb, better.
Here.
I'll try to come back.
Positive attitude.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Herb.
I got a positive attitude.
Good.
I'll be good.
You too, sir.
What?
Yeah.
Is something in that though? And head channel locks.
Choose again from here.
Everybody's so quiet today.
That's my
What's that?
secret stash down there. I really don't know where I'm going to put it in these top boxes. Obviously, I'm going to have to take it down to leave it.
I would choose something that you either don't think you're going to use for a long time or you don't use very often. Just have to climb up that high.
I mean, as long as the drawer itself's not too heavy, I can just pull it out.
Yeah, tippy toe your back. Look, John's outside.
Figure out what I'm going to do. Right now, I just wanted to get containers emptied of yarn. Not even really worried about getting it organized just yet.
What's that? Stock tortoise.
Can I say secrets as possible without showing them that?
Durkin, what are you up to? What are you doing? What are you eating?
Which changes that size.
Where's the other one? Oh, there he is over there.
All right, one of these is going to be a scrap container. I think that's what that top one.
Oh, he's on the move.
It's going to be scrap.
Gabby.
That's what she
Gabby. Gabby.
Okay. Nope.
He's like, what's going on? You want with me? I'm reading.
This is
I'm reading and leave me alone.
scrap. Anybody need scrap yarn?
How many seconds?
I think it's
Hear me now?
It's messy.
Welcome back, Larry.
Bunches of nine. So many little scraps of stuff. So many colors and textures. Oh, all right, I got this one almost completely done. But I know I've got a lot more straps coming.
I was telling Joe, I don't know if I remember if I told you about this or not, Jess. I was telling Joe the other day that I watched the movie the day after, which came out like 82, 83, about the world ending.
Yeah.
They dropped the atomic bomb. This family was in the basement taking shelter in their fallout little spot. And they finally, the daughter loses it and she runs upstairs because she was supposed to get married the day they dropped the bomb. She's holding her wedding dress and she's sitting on the steps, and they cut away to horror of horrors. A box of yarn that had spilled over in the floor was now contaminated with radiation and unusable. That was the most horrifying part of the whole movie. Never noticed it before. I have watched that movie at least 20 times and never noticed that.
Oh
no.
They actually have yarn in the movie.
I know. That was the only instance of yarn, and I had never seen that. Just paid attention to it, and I was like,
Funny.
"That's terrible. What a waste."
Save the yarn. All right, I think this is full of scrap.
Okay, Scraptastic says that's Amanda. Says, "What is the yarn Jessica has just down in the corner? Green and perhaps blue looking." Oh, the swirly? No, I think it's this one. No, the one at your elbow. I think it's the swirly looking one. Right there beside the spray bottle. See the spray bottle? Look at me. Look at the camera. See the spray bottle? Now go behind. Yeah. Yes. That's the one she's talking about.
This one. My lighting's very bright, but it's lime green and purple. The Flower Power.
And that's a very good combination. Lime green and purple looks good together.
This way would look better. The lighting's better on it.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Lime green and pretty purple. I think this is the only one I have of Flower Power.
Do you know I still cannot buy that locally anywhere?
This was the Joanne part of the Joanne's haul.
I know Walmart doesn't have it, and Michael's doesn't have it. But I'm going to wait. It will eventually become available around here.
Eventually.
There's that Flower Power, and there's another Flower Power I have.
I mean, I could order it offline, but you know, sometimes
the other Flower Power is not pretty. What's up?
I'm into delayed gratification. I can always wait.
Okay. Then we can't go that way. So, bring us in the kitchen. This way. Okay. So this scrap basket is bucket. There's a stuff more in it. It's full. All right, I think that's plenty. It might not shut. You come down first. Ooh. I'm waiting for someone to do that. That one.
Hello there.
This one's pretty.
Oh, Winnie Pooh tonight.
That one's really pretty. And it's got like flexy stuff in it. I like it. This is probably a full game for them. Got so much stuff lined up. Roll the line. Ah, you're done. That bucket is on. Basket. That's been full and empty 3 times today. Half counting on. Now let's see. Actually, can I get this basket in this? I don't mind this one. I want that one. So that's the third one. Start on the bottom. I'm going to start here with my red, white, and blue yarn. There's so many spots of yarn. This one, this one, and this one. And squeeze you in. Yep. Technically, you go up here in the partial. Right. Already out of room for thread. I need to change this. I'm moving too much. Okay. These big balls are going to have to go on the shelf. These are the 1 pound clusters. My somebody had it all.
What are we doing with your 1-pounders?
They're going to have to go on the shelf. I don't have any spot big enough for them. So I'm going to have to take stuff off the shelf to put in the 1 pounders. Which most of this middle shelf here is the 1 pound. A lot of the ones up there.
That she has money set back for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'll be right back. I gotta give the kid his medicine.
What is this? Is this a pillow cover? Not for a pass. And these for what? This what? This is table runner. Maybe 6 maximum. Another bag of yarn. That we haven't run. There's a 1 pounder. Another 1 pounder.
Is somebody having a bath or taking a pee?
I gotta fix my sink that's plugged up. I don't know why it's not what I'm supposed to do.
Sherry Super Saver was Dusty Grit. That's why I like it.
It's all smoky today here.
The fires.
I guess so. Usually we don't get it right here. Well, depends on the winds, right?
Right.
The winds are more westerly. The fires are in the north, so it blows it over into Ontario. And I just say, ha ha.
Dude, this is full. It's not gonna fit.
Now, is Tank from Canada?
No.
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 Must be thinking of someone else.
Not that it wouldn't be mixed.
Frequency.
Pretty yarn.
I know that sound.
Yeah.
I think it's just that one time.
Oh, I'm back. What you
Welcome
been working
back,
on, Greg?
Potter. I've been working on my buddy's motorcycle, installing new hand hot grips. And now my Easy Bake oven just popped out another part for the phone holder.
Ah, cool.
Gotta glue it on.
I would suggest E6000. I use that glue for everything.
Gotta do a bit of fitting here. No, it's not bad. Just chamfer the edges a little bit.
I'm gonna run this again. What's up? What's up?
Ow.
I'm gonna try to do that in a bag that you don't have.
I had bought a 3D printer about 10 years ago. And I tried to make things. And it was just more a home aggravation kit than anything else. So I went down to the
Still works
basement.
though, doesn't it?
It still works if you call it working. It eats filament and spits it out and tangles it
Are you
up.
taking this outside? Outside?
So I threw it down in the basement, and I haven't looked at it since, basically.
Maybe you need to 3D print some parts for it.
Here you go.
It's just. It's the old thing, it's time to either fish or cut bait.
Mm-hmm.
With that one, I'm cutting bait. Yeah, this one out of the box. Way you go. Like I've screwed up and made different problems, but pretty much all were self-inflicted
Oh, yeah.
screw ups. But there was a few things, and well, there again, like making the wrong filament setting. That didn't work, so. And now they got so many more filaments to try. Each
So,
one
can
comes
you
with their own problem.
So which 3D print is metal?
I don't know the name of it, but I've got one. It's called a MIG welder, but it's not CNC.
You know what I meant, though.
I know what you meant, yeah. I don't think I have that in the budget. One of them. But basically, that's what it is. It's a CNC welder. Or that's one version of one type, I guess. There might be other ones.
What did you do? What?
I hate when I got to use water pump pliers to get the cap off my crazy glue. Won't stick half the things they try to stick together, but sure stick that cap on good.
Exactly. And I've been told, you leave it upside down, leave it in the fridge.
That's where I keep it, in the fridge.
I'm just trying to figure out how to leave it upside down and stop the lid from moving on. That sounds logical.
Well, it is. What do they call that? Anaerobic. So the absence of air shouldn't dry. Or
This is better than being anorexic.
yeah. Well, I guess that is a pretty good fit. All together.
Yeah, if I can stop using putting hair in the sink. You figure that one out, Greg.
You got a hairy sink?
And I saw females putting hair in the sink.
Yeah. Them and all their damn brushing, I just use washcloth.
Tank said, did you all see the new rules about 3D printers? That it has to be your own design because of copyright laws. I thought copyright laws would have applied before. Copyright laws are copyright laws. Although I'm not positive.
Depends on what you're making. I mean, if you're selling it, you're making profits from it. There's loopholes
There-
everywhere.
There's a site called Thingiverse, and there are thousands, tens of thousands of printer files for different objects and things. And there is a thing at the bottom that I hardly ever read it, but it's kind of like YouTube where you can allow sampling or allow this or allow that, and people say, you can't make it without what's that? Attribution, without saying who designed it.
What happened?
And you can make it for yourself, but if you start making them and selling, I think that's a different
Recognition. You have to
Yeah.
give recognition to the original artist.
yeah.
Jessica, are you sorting or just playing Tetris and trying to squeeze them in?
Okay, there it is.
That's pretty cool.
Fits in the cup holder. You can still use the cup holder, and then you drop your cell phone in to hold your cell phone.
That's what I need for my car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the cell phone went to slot inside the coffee holder.
No. This is so you can keep it keep the coffee holder as well.
Because a cell phone holder on your chest, like the older phones used to be, wouldn't
Yeah.
make any sense, right?
No, like a pocket.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, a pocket. God forbid people put their phones in their pockets. What's this world coming to?
Yeah, I know. And you got the women, they're shoving them in their bra.
They actually suggest women not do that because of the radiation they put off.
The radiation.
That's what they said.
Where'd you read that at?
The doctor warned me of it, and pamphlets all over the clinic.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up how much radiation comes off a cell phone
I wouldn't think enough. They're just saying, for women who have a chance, that you shouldn't do it because of radiation in the phone. And I'm like, but you're holding it up to your face when you're talking on it. So what?
Exactly. That's why it doesn't make
You're
sense.
carrying it in a pocket. Well, I carry mine in my back pocket. I know
And we
most
all
women
know
like
women
them
are
in their
always,
purse.
we know women are always talking. So that means that they already got the cell phone with their head 90% of the waking hour. There.
You're on your own in this one, Greg. I'm not helping you with this one.
And Amanda, no sorting.
I know. I was just thinking. I
Getting
have
done.
actually gone for 6-7 days without speaking to a single person. Was perfectly happy with it, but I'm weird.
Were you stuck on an island?
Amanda said there's always been radiation from phones. It just it's just been downplayed over the years. Larry, I have to talk on my phone on speaker simply because I hold it, even a landline. If I hold it up to my ear, I can't hear. I don't. It's something to do with my Meniere's and the way my ears perceive sound.
Your Meniere's.
I have Meniere's disease. Yes.
Oh, right.
I had that too.
I think you were talking about your ears.
I am talking about my ears, my Meniere's in my ears.
Yeah, your Meniere's ears.
Mine is.
Do you know how I found out I had it, Greg?
You fell over?
I was a bad girl and I did an illegal U-turn and passed out. Yeah.
God got you.
Well, the cop didn't cite me because I got to the red light and I actually stopped the car. But when I slumped forward, he was coming the other way. He parked his cruiser and jumped over and put the car out of gear. He was like, "Are you doing drugs?" And I was sitting there. He said I was looking him dead in the eyes, but he said I was not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "Well," he said, "Now I had to go have blood drawn to prove I hadn't been drinking or doing any drugs." And they said that I must have had some sort of medical condition. My doctor sent me to an ear specialist. That's when they told me I had ears.
I'm not trying nothing. I'm busy.
Well, I had an episode where I started getting dizzy, just sitting at the table. And
like vertigo?
Yeah, like a vertigo deal, and so I went to the hospital. Of course, you don't know what's going on, right? You're getting having a stroke, or you're doing this, or doing that.
It's a super weird feeling.
And so I went there, and they give me some pills, and they said it might be Meniere's disease. And I went home, and it took about a day and a half to really clear up, because the only relief from it was closing your eyes, or but and then I had a small episode a couple of weeks or a month and a bit later, and I haven't had it since, luckily.
That's odd.
Once I learned to manage it, which they have me on a diuretic to reduce the amount of fluid. And we got to talking about it, me and my husband, because he always thought it was my blood sugar. I would just be sitting, talk to him, and just completely fall out of my chair. Not unconscious, or I just fall face first out of the chair into the floor, and I'm going like, he was like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know why that happened." I get back up in the chair and we carry on, and never gave it two thoughts because I am completely accident prone.
Well, the second time I had it, I went into my other doctor there, and not the emergency, but anyway, and the doctor there had me on the inspection table and laid down, and then started manipulating my neck and head in all different positions. Like, my head was over the edge of the table, and so your head way back, and then up, and then left and right, and all that kind of stuff. And then, okay, sit up, and hey, That's better. So it talks about crystals in the inner ear or middle ear or whatever it is.
Yes.
And if it's there, maybe that's what they dislodge them, and then they go, symptoms go away. And that's what I've believed happened with me. If that's, because it's still not a real easily or readily diagnosed condition.
I can usually know that mine is flaring when all I can hear in my ears is my heartbeat.
Ah, yeah.
And that's annoying, especially when you're trying to sleep. Chris says you can turn off his feed. He's outside grilling now.
What's that?
Chris said to turn off his feed. He's outside grilling.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Look at that. Oh, that's that, Chris. Why is my media assets? Oh, do.
Sorry. Josh, did you happen to throw one up earlier for when Chris K gave us our super chat? There's 3 of them. Oh, and Lacey Lavender's a new member? What the hell? What did I miss?
Told you that.
Okay, hold on a sec. All right, this one's for Lacey. Yeah, that was for Lacey becoming a member. And this one's for Chris K. Boopity boop 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 boop. Happy birthday to her, and she gave me money. Haha, like that. Give me your money on your birthday. Wish I had some bourbon. All right, so let me mark that one off my list. 1, 2, 3. See, 4 items off, 1 in the go. 4 more to do.
So you got your sink flushing?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Damn hairballs in there. I know it wasn't the cat.
Have you seen those little snakes that look like fish bones? And you shove way down there?
Yep. What I actually used to have was when I had my turtles, I used to have like it was like a pipe cleaner brush. Basically it was like a ball, like with hairs on it on a ball, and a long lead, probably about 2 feet long. To shove it in the tubes to clean the tubes out, right?
Yep.
It's like a bottle brush, only it's for tubes, right? So
yeah.
I used to use those. I don't have those anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've seen those little fish bones. You can actually you can 3D print those, eh?
Yep. You got to get the right flexible filament, otherwise you just snap off. And my daughter, when she was living at home, long hair, right, taking showers, shower plugged up, and so anyway, she went out and she found this thing, and oh wow, pull out a wet dead mouse every time. Soap and hair, just kind of squishy looking, about the size of a mouse.
See, my problem is I got one of those stupid plugs on the back that go up and down, right? That's attached to the rod on the back on the underside, right underneath the drain.
I laugh because I just got rid of mine.
Well, I'm thinking about getting rid of mine now too,
Yeah.
because it's a pain in the freaking ass. Because I gotta take the clamp off that, undo it, bring it down, give it a half turn, and then I can't remember how I put that on. I thought it screwed in to the bottom of the plug, but I couldn't unscrew it.
Yeah, there might be different ones, but this one goes down through the faucet, right at the back of the faucet, goes down, and there's kind of in your
The drain tube.
the drain tube. There's a socket or a hole where you put a little. It's a plastic ball and socket up there, and it's a lever.
Cantilever, yeah.
The ball was plastic. It broke, and it wasn't working very good. And so but it's got like a nut there, a gland nut, and I got my son to pull it all out of there. Okay, now he says I just put some tape around it to tape the hole up. So I went and I 3D printed a plug like to go inside and be tightened in by this gland nut, and completely eliminated. Went to the hardware store and bought just a regular, sink plug. There you go. Manual as hell, and it works.
No, Christian sent a picture of his dinner. Hold on a second. There you go. Potatoes and chicken. What is it? Black rosemary potatoes and chicken with a tad bit of curry.
That's not enough for all of us to share, Chris.
No. Jessica, are you go live tonight?
Not.
Why, Jessie, are you coming on the show if she goes live? That's the catch, right? Well, Jesse, so you've been on my show, like you've been in the chat on the show for three years now, right? And the thing is, when you first came on, you're like, "Oh, well, I got two little crotch goblins to take care of," and then you got pregnant, you had another one, so you have another one now. I guess three of them to deal with. And the thing is you should have enough time now to be able to come on, show us your crafts, Gypsy.
The old ones should be taking care of the young ones.
Exactly. Well, but then again, Jesse, I could ask you the same thing. Well, you know Jessica doesn't go live on Saturdays because she usually works. Oh, Chris says, come on over. He'll feed you. Just my 2 pieces of chicken, Chris. Who's not eating? I gotta find out when dinner is. Find out what is for dinner.
My brain just stopped. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
You who's the what? I gotta find my impact. I got no idea where my impact went to. I was using it for the bed. Oh, I got an echo in here. No, Greg.
Echo.
Echo now? No, it's gone now.
Gone.
I was using my impact when I was using my impact when I was building the bed. But I thought for sure I had it out here after that. I gotta find my impact.
You set it down somewhere between where you're using it in the house and out here, or up.
I'm pretty sure I had it out here though, but it's usually only in one of two spots on my desk, which is not. On the floor beside me, which is not. Okay, 3 spots, and over on my table, which is not. It's not there. It's just not there.
It's not there.
It's not there. It's just not there. Okay, I get dinner in half an hour. I gotta clean my shop up though. So I was pretty productive today. Welcome in these strange things. Hey. How's it going? What are you up to? What you doing? What do you know? Fill us in. Give us the deets. Where is my... See, I cleaned all my yarn up, so I know it's not there. Didn't move from down there. It's not up there. This is driving me nuts now. I know nothing. So we can call you Schultzy. Donna. Hey, Donna. Oh, you got keys to your new place yesterday. That's awesome. Awesome. I know I'm on the wrong account. Okay, well, who is these strange things? Who is these strange things? That's great news, Donna. You get to buy all brand new furniture. So you're gonna buy all brand new furniture, or are you just gonna buy all brand new crafting supplies?
Jack in the shop. It's Jack.
Jack, what are you up to? What are you up to, Jack? What have you been doing? I got where's my fucking impact? Yeah, you see where I put my impact last time I was in my shop?
Right over there.
No, you can't say right over there because it doesn't help me.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
sorry.
need specifics. Oh, I got it. Never mind. I got it.
Right over there.
It was right by where. Okay, where's over there? I'll tell you where I just found it.
Over at the end of your desk. Well, no, you're almost at the end of your desk. It was next to your yarn.
No, it was actually in front of my fire extinguisher on the floor, right behind my chair, where it never is. It was 4 feet away from where it usually is. It walked away, is what happened.
You better give
Right
it
over there.
help not to do it again.
And now I got my impact with an almost dead battery. Oh, yeah, hey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, see, now I recognize you. Jessica, how bad is the tangly mess? Did you get all of it untangled?
Actually, it wasn't really bad. You guys can go back and actually watch. It wasn't terrible. But I have 2 more totes to do that too. Hopefully it's not as bad.
Donna. I was in the antique mall last week. and I found some stuff. And I'm like, oh, I know who wants those. Jar O buttons.
Yeah.
Jar O buttons. Jar of miscellaneous buttons. $20. Okay. Antique buttons. Where'd it go? I gotta find it again. Antique buttons.
Sure.
Boopity boop 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 boop. $8 on cards, right? More antique buttons, $8 on cards. Look, bags of antique buttons on cards. All various price. I know you love buttons. That's why I'm like, hey, look at the buttons. I know Donna wants buttons. So waiting for you to show up. Large bag of assorted buttons, matching buttons. $25. Freaking right. So one booth has, I'm saying like probably 500 buttons. Probably closer to just 1,000 buttons. For like $100.
Button. Who's got the button?
Exactly. But I go there and I find stuff like this. Antique anniversary clocks, right? So I go look them up and I find prices because the prices that they usually give, because he wanted $95 for this one. And I could not find this Obergel German anniversary clock with that design on it. But I found one close to it and they wanted like $1,500 for it. So I'm like, no, I can't really go with that being that's the one I want. So I had breakfast at IHOP. And remember last week we were talking about cookie butter?
Yes.
So guess what IHOP has now?
Still not peanut butter.
Cookie butter ice cream or cookie butter pancakes.
Yuck.
Right? And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, because we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's cookie butter. Why am I being barked at? Weird.
Oh, so I also found this awesome German vintage incense holder. It looks like a chimney sweep, but he's smoking a pipe. And you open him up, and the incense cone is six inside of him, and he blows the smoke out his mouth like he smoked a cigar.
Oh, that's cool.
$65. But I have a whole collection of these little German wooden things. I don't have this one yet, though. Oh, my son wants some hats for his cats.
Cat in the Hat.
Cat hats. But look at this one though. Look, he's a froggy.
What about a frog?
It's a frog cat hat. Yeah. But now I have a pattern for cat hats.
All of our fun little YouTube peeps, you guys might want to check your subscription. I was actually unsubscribed to this channel.
What?
And 2 other channels that I know I would never unsubscribe from.
Oh, I also found this cool pattern. Really cool pattern, Jeff.
I don't have a cat.
The 3D crochet rug. I'm looking for the pattern for that one now. I looked, asked me to be a member, but it was fine. know, like it looks awesome. I want to find a pattern for that one. I think it would look cool too. All right, so Donna, I'm sorry you just got in here. We're gonna be on later on tonight though. So I want to say because I'm gonna go in for dinner right away. I want to say thank you for all my subs. Thank you to the members. Thank you for everybody for my new member. Thank you for everybody for the super chats. Thanks everybody for being on the panel. Chris was here. Greg was here. Herb was here. Annie was here. Who else was here? Jessica and myself. And is that it? That's everybody that was on the panel. Yeah, I think that's everybody that was on the panel. All the friends we haven't seen in a while. And Donna. I haven't seen Donna in a while. And then Jack in the shop. And let's not forget Tank. Or not Tank, but Tank. Tank too. Tree Studios. Dale. Haven't seen Dale in a while either. And all the regular, everybody else that hangs out with us too. And Amanda for dropping by as well. And Scraptastic Crochet.
Oh, thanks for having me, John.
Yeah, thanks, Greg, for being here. We'll be on later tonight again. Everybody wants to hang out with us. I'm going to see if I can get a couple things done in the house while I'm in there eating dinner anyway. So come and join us later. Maybe do some more woodworking. Maybe do some actual woodworking. Oh, I was doing woodworking. And take care. Have fun. We'll see y'all later. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.